rifles and stuff like that to combat the problem versus fixing the problem in its infancy by bettering
That's the way
programs and
America
stuff.
works, man.
Luckily, I said all this stuff offline. I saw you. We just went live, but I like to keep that sort of stuff without being on YouTube.
I don't think I caught it. I don't think I caught
No,
it.
you did. I saw when you went. I saw when you went live. It wasn't on yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go live now. Yo, what's up, y'all? We live on YouTube. Hey, Carmen, we live on YouTube. Just trying to have another day on the family and friends Zoom event. Today we're talking about the 5-year plan. A 5-year plan, changing your life with a 5-year plan. A short term goal they call those things. Uh, uh, Look, I've conquered a lot of my 5-year plans. You know what I'm saying? One of my 5 years plans was to buy a house. I wanted a house. I was tired of getting kicked out of girlfriends' houses. You find a girl, y'all love each other. She got a place. You move in. You build her whole house up, and then she kicks you out after she gets tired, and then you have to move on. And then you pretty much, I grew up, you didn't take from women, you know what I'm saying? So you pretty much just moved out and rebuilt again, you know what I'm saying? And I did that for years, so, you know what I'm saying? And now when I started using a 5-year plan, I started achieving some things, One of the things I wanted to achieve was learn how to play a guitar. Another thing I wanted to learn how to achieve was get a house. And another thing I wanted to achieve was good credit. I did 5-year plans on all those things, and now I'm a great guitar player. I have great credit, and I own my house. This is my little home. It's a little 2-story happiness. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in 5-year plans. I didn't used to. I used to be like, yeah, when you're young, you hear about this stuff, you think it's stupid. You know what I mean? I don't need a 5-year plan for. If I want to do something, I just do it. You know what I mean? And then when you get older and realize that's not how the world works, you start making plans. You start developing a way to get things done. You know what I mean? And through hearing about the 5-year plan actually helped me with my financial. It helped me with the care of myself and the care of others. You know what I mean? Because when you take care of yourself, you're taking care of others. It gives you the ability. So I'm going to stop there and let other people talk about it. Then I'll probably jump back in because I got plenty to say. But for everyone who has a 5-year plan or who wants to talk about a 5-year plan, who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right, go ahead, Rob.
All right. I never had a locked in 5-year plan before. I did, but many things that you mentioned with your own also had sort of a futuristic plan maybe 10, 15 years ago. Back then, that's when I did buy my first house back then. I did, in order to get your house together, you have to first get good credit. So I had the good credit. Um, a lot has changed since then. I am no longer a homeowner. My credit has gone to trash, and so basically, I find myself almost 50 having to start the 5-year plan all over again. Saying I do have to get my credit back together. I do have to purchase a home once again. I told you guys in another one of your videos how I'm an author who, it was a big deal to get my first book out and some of my other short stories, stuff like that. But I have to put more time into my craft. And so like that's not even a 5-year plan for me. That's like a 1 year, 6 months sort of just starting tomorrow, putting the time in every day to basically put more words on paper. And that's something that I struggle with now, especially when you work a regular 9 to 5 and I do some volunteering. And it's like juggling your time as an adult when you have a family and your work and stuff like that. Where like this writing thing is not a job, it's a passion, but it's not a job. So it's hard to dedicate that time that you want to your passion because it's not instant success. Like my last name's not King, first name Steven. So it's like people aren't just gonna buy my stuff right away, even though I got like a half a dozen books out there. So it's like you gotta learn how to market yourself better. You got to learn how to, you know, edit your stuff better. All these things is like I'm procrastinating for, and it's every day when I go to bed, it's like, did you do enough to your craft? And more likely the answer is no. Say it. So um that's that, like I said, that's my 5 year slash starting tomorrow overnight plan, is like just doing better. Like the long term goals is, like I said, once again, home ownership, better investing, better saving, you know, all these other things. But like I said, the immediate plans is just like, put more time into your craft so that you can, be more happy with what you're trying to do versus being like every night. It's like, dang, I only wrote for half an hour, or I only wrote for 45 minutes and stuff like that. Like you got to spend way more time if you're going to get the results that you want. So that's all I got.
Okay. All right. You know what I did with my 5 year plan? I'm gonna tell you, I wrote it out. I wrote it out. I wrote out some things that I should be able to do and where I should be at by the end of the year. Each year. You know what I mean? I just wrote it out a little bit, and I just achieved it. You know what I mean? It was easy once I had a how can I say a shorter term goals, like shorter term goals toward my 5 year plan. That's what got me to actually finish it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because believe me, when I say I had other plans, I had plenty of other plans, but I always made sure the 5 year plan was something that I definitely had to do. I remember when I would go to the guitar lessons, I hated going to guitar lessons. I was catching self-doubts coming off for work. It was at least an hour and a half commute. You know what I'm saying? Then I had to get off the train to walk to my, about 4 or 5 blocks to my music school, you know what I'm saying? And learn how to play with my guitar. It was a hassle. It was a hassle that I love to do because every week I was like, okay, I'm gonna show my teacher that I did this and this much practice and all that. You know what I mean? And I was achieving something. Slowly, weekly. I could see my progress. It was, what I mean. So you might want to write it down, make it real. I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Anyone else has a 5 year plan they want to talk about? Or how they put together a 5 year plan? Anybody? No? Do I got to pick somebody? All y'all showed up. Go ahead.
I'll share.
Tia.
So I'm Tia, I'm Aaron's cousin. 5 year plans. I actually kind of like this topic. I was just talking about revamping my 5 year plan because, things change and, life changes. One of the way I do it is I like to do vision boards, and I was at one point doing a vision board every year, but they got to a point where I wanted to do a vision board once I kind of got to where all or almost all of everything that was on my vision board was kind of completed, right? And so now I kind of see myself doing a vision board every few years. Hey Tristan, how you doing? Sorry, Tristan just walked in. And so cousin Aaron says hello. He just coming in from practice. But what I do is I do write down my vision and my mission and basically how I'm going you were talking about earlier, writing it down and some of those little sub steps you can take towards your ultimate goal. And if I don't do a vision board, which I just explained that I do it every 3 years, I definitely every year will write down things that I want to accomplish within the year that has to do with, my 5 year plan. And so my 5 year plan at this point, because I have a senior who's getting ready to graduate, is to get certified in a few of the different areas in which I want to operate my my personal business. And that is basically a wellness center. And I want to have physical therapy, but more for rehabilitation for athletes, and then yoga, and I'm gonna go back, and then also massage therapy. So I'm going to start my certification for massage therapy this year, and I'm going to try to find a couple of like classes that I can take as far as like wellness is concerned. I mean, although I've taught health for the past 15 years, it's still new information out there, and like doing like holistic approaches to certain things. And so my 5-year plan is to have at least 3 to 4 certifications between now and then, so that when I do open up my business, at least the facility, because I already have a business is operating, but the facility is to have like some knowledge in every area in which I want to operate my business.
Now, do you consult other people with your 5? Because your 5-year plan is like kind of major, pretty big.
Yeah, I do have a couple of mentors and a few people that I keep in my circle that I can kind of tug on and pull from. And when it gets to the point where I'm ready to like purchase a space, then of course that will be another conversation with a realtor and everything. But I do have a few like commercial realtors that I have access to, and so I'll be just kind of having conversations along the way. But the reason why I'm not certain exactly where right now is because my plans can change in terms of where I'm living. And so although it's still a goal, and wherever I live, it's going to be something that I'm doing, where I haven't decided on location yet. But I mean, essentially I could operate it out of my daggone house if I wanted to once I finish everything. But I mean, that's not ideal. I would like for it. I have a vision of what I want the place to look like and how I want or who I want to serve and everything like that. So.
You got to pay for that real estate though. Woo, that's a tax right there.
Yeah, but it's also a tax write-off. So, I mean, I'll get it back. I'll get it back. That's the part of like, yes, just have to be smart about location. I think that's going to be essential. Once I get to that point.
Accessibility.
Right. Exactly. So, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, but it is something that I'm thinking about. But yeah, it's definitely something I'm thinking about.
That's what's up. Yo, you a heavy hitter. You still hitting heavy. Well, you still kind of young.
I mean, yeah.
I'm tired, yo. I can't even. I don't even want. I just want to be done until after retirement. I want to be after retirement. All I want to do is like make music and travel, making music. My retirement plan. Okay, here's my 5-year plan. I'm gonna tell you what part of my 5-year plan, right? Part of my 5-year plan is to have my house paid off before I retire, which I hope is in like less than 5 years. And also the be in some type of music thing, to have a band or something, the get out and tour and all that kind of stuff, have places to, do some gigs, stuff I couldn't do because I was working, what I mean? So that's my real goal. My real goal is after my 5-year plan, after this 5-year plan is really done, I should be on stage somewhere playing somewhere. That's my goal. You know what I mean? I don't have to be no rich millionaire guitarist and all that. I just need to be somewhere playing my guitar for people. You know what I'm saying? Making some money. Even if this is the real part of my 5-year plan. My real part of it is for vacation, I want to go and play guitar places for vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe play on a cruise ship for vacation, you know what I mean? Or travel to different places to play part of my vacation. That's really what I want to do. You know what I mean? Because as an old man, I can control how much I feel like doing, especially since I retired. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my real goal. That if I get to do that, I'll be very happy. That'd be like the best.
Before you say that, it's a guy on my. I went to work for the state. It was a guy on his vacation. He was called a traveling one-man band, and that's what he did. He played for like schools and stuff like that on his vacation.
That's cool.
He would take 2 weeks off and it's go to all the different high schools and just play music and like the library or something like that. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Cool.
That's
That's
what's
cool.
up. You gotta do what makes you happy, man. Why do what don't make you happy after retirement? If I can make money doing what I want to do after retirement, and it not really matter if I make money or not, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. But you know, I'm not the only one in here. You had your hand up before, Don. So what's up? What's your 5-year plan, brother?
All right. My first and foremost, I want to get more into my art. I've got I got away from that ever since my diagnosis and everything. So now I'm slowly getting back into that. You know, my hand manipulations, it's okay, but it's not where the motor skills should be at. I can still draw and draw well, but I want to get back to where I was at. At one point, I was at a place where I can draw with a pen without making any mistakes, no problems. But now I'm stuck on this pencil, and I'm trying to get back to because I got like several different art pens that I draw with, but I can't get to that point, you know, unless I keep on trying. First of all, but it's just a little hard. So, and I understand I also want to make money off of my art like I used to as well. I used to do a lot of commissions, and on several different websites. Like my biggest website was this place called Deviant Art, and I sold a lot of different pieces on there, and people commissioned me to do pieces as well because of that website. And I'm just trying to get back. I figure I say 5 years is because if everything goes the way I want to, by that 5th year, I will be well adjusted, and also my clientele will be where it was as well.
Okay.
What type of art do you do?
I was just about to ask that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I do realistic, like people. I can do cartoons. The only thing I don't do is like backgrounds. Like I'm freehand. I don't paint though. I wanted to get into oils and charcoal. It's that interests me. But right now I'm just pen and pencil. Yeah.
Okay. That's a good goal. You know, did you used to do comic books and stuff like that, man?
Mm-hmm. But I was commissioned to do several different layouts. Like it's a guy I know, he has his own comic book, and he commissioned me to do different layouts and stuff like that. Nothing too major, but it was $200, you know, per page.
Okay. That's
so
not bad at all.
Not at all. And I would get anywhere from 3 to 5 pages per comic book.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so I was doing really well for myself, but with this neuropathy, it's just hard, man. It's hard.
Okay. So if I ask you how much you would charge to do an album cover or to do like music art for me, well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk
the fact you're gonna ask about a price is crazy. You know, come on now, man.
Yeah. I'm asking for prices, y'all.
It wouldn't even be a price.
You're gonna get paid. You're gonna get paid for your worth, man. I don't play that. You're gonna get paid for your money. If I ask you to do something and you do it right, you're getting paid. All right.
But it wouldn't even be that though. Come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
My circle was real, so it wouldn't even be that.
I got you. I know.
Again, we can talk behind the scenes, and you just give me some ideas, and I can definitely get something for you.
All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, you know, that's another part of my 5-year plan. I forgot that part. I want to put some music out there and see what it do. That's what I want to do. I want to like get it on some type of label, even if I got to create my own and just put it out there. You know what I'm saying, and see if anybody like it. You know what I mean? So,
but not just that. I mean, they might not like your music, but love your writing ability. Yeah. A lot of writers out here to get paid more than musicians.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Very true. That's very true. So I'll work on that. I'll see what I can do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie, I'm a lazy artist, you know what I'm saying? So this will give me, you know, since I'm on here, I'm talking about it, I'm sure I'll be asked about it. So I gotta actually do something now. Now I gotta prove that I can do what I do. You know what I mean? hold on, there's two more people that didn't speak. Well, Carmen was here, but I'm gonna let Irene speak. You know what I'm saying? Because Irene's been here waiting all patient. What's up, Irene? You got a 5-year plan?
I do. I just finalized my 5-year plan. I had a couple of weeks, since the new year. I'm thinking about what to do in the next 5 years. I have been fortunate enough to sell my house, so I have a nice chunk of change that I'm sitting on, and I've been contemplating what to do with it, whether to buy a house here in Florida or just start on my ultimate goal, which is to build my house in the Dominican Republic, because that is my retirement goals. And I'm actually going to go there on Saturday, finalize my land and find out how much money it'll seriously, take and what it'll entail, and, what hoops and I have to jump through, how many I's I have to dot, how many T's I need to cross so that I can start getting that plan of action started. So yeah, my 5-year plan is to, I want to build my house and then have your main house with two smaller 1-bedroom houses and Airbnb them. And then that'll be my income coming in, heading towards retirement. So, and it's a good time to start because, the more I think about it, the land is owned, the house will be owned, so I don't have to worry about making that payment except for taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll need minimal income. I'll just need enough to eat and pay some bills, so, and then have fun, of course. You have to have fun. But I was a little terrified to pull the trigger, but I think I am ready to pull that trigger and get that plan of action started. So while the house is being built there, I'm going to stay here and work and save as much money as I can so that when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Are you from the Dominican Republic, or do you know people from around there?
My family is all there. My mom and dad are both from the Dominican Republic. May God rest their souls, no longer with me, but I still have 23 cousins.
Whew.
I have an aunt and uncle. They live there, so I do have family there. I wasn't born there. I was born and raised in New York, but it's just the lifestyle. Here everybody works or lives to work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you wake up, you go to work, you come home, you go to sleep, you go back to work. It's like you got a day off, you got to do errands, you got to do this. Like, everybody forgets to have fun or just relax or this is such a stressful country. And I love my country, don't get me wrong, but it really is stressful. Over there, you see people, they have next to nothing, but they're happy.
Mm.
They enjoy their life. They enjoy what they have and they make the most of what they have. And it is what it is. They still take the time to have fun, enjoy family. You know what I mean? And an evening can be just sitting out on the porch telling stories and doing that. And it's a great time. And that's like something that we have gone away from here. You're afraid to let your kids go outside and play. You're afraid, everybody stays home. Unbelievable how many people don't even know their neighbors, because you don't go out. You just go home. You don't know who lives 2 doors down from you.
True.
Because everybody is just into themselves, So and it's just weird where they're like, if you live in the same block or what, I mean, it's great. And everybody looks out for everyone at the same time. So it's just like a different way of life, and just seeing it through different eyes. The few times that I've gotten to go there and spend time there, and especially like last year, I was there for like 6 weeks, and honestly, at the end of the 6 weeks, I really didn't want to come home because it was just, I mean, I could see myself building my future there, like retirement future, and the stresses are just different, you know? There's very, very different than it is here. Here it's just everyone's out for themselves, you know? And that's just the culture. It's not anyone's fault. It's just society and what's been ingrained upon us is just, you know, everyone's just out for self. I mean, you still have a lot of good people in this world, but the majority is just out for self. You know, you got people that don't even acknowledge you when they're walking by you. You could be out shopping and they'll walk right by you and just reach across you, not say excuse me, or, you know, they act like you're invisible. And it's just like, that's like one of my biggest pet peeves, by the way.
So basically, your 5-year plan is to get the hell out of here.
My 5-year plan is to be retired and self-sustaining.
Okay?
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan to me.
So I wanna work to live. So I only work when I need it to live, but not really live just to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 You know what? If I have to work, I want to be working toward vacations rather than bills. You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. Is that it? You good?
I'm good.
You good? All right. Who's next? Andre or Carmen? Which one? Which one are you talking?
They're muted.
Are they? I gotta unmute them. Okay, I didn't even mute them.
Yeah, he had us on mute. Had me on mute anyway. I don't 5-year plan. I don't really have anything. I mean, I'm retired, so I'm retired. My day is pretty much just visiting family and friends, vacation, you know, working on the house. That's about pretty much it. You know, trying to go to the gym, just, you know, and people who need me, who needs help, you know what I mean? Since I'm retired, I can go help them. You know what I mean? So that's my favorite thing. So that's about it. You know what I mean? I don't have no 5-year plan. I'm just good. You know what I mean? So, but the vacations, yeah, definitely going to be doing some of that. I know, Bud. I know, Aaron, you talking about going places and stuff like that. You know, I'll be hanging with you when you go to the music things from time to time.
Yeah,
so,
right.
Yeah, I'll be there. So, you know, yeah. So, you know, we could be doing some things, but because it's kind of good because I'm retired, but it's not as good because everybody ain't retired. So we all can't just travel together. You know what I mean? So that'll be the fun part when you retire. Then we're gonna be out. So we're gonna be out.
Well, in 5 years, you can all come visit me in my house. I'll have
Oh, you
room.
know that's where we're coming to. You know
That's
we're
right.
Yeah, all of you are invited.
That's
I'm
right. We'll
inviting
be
you
there.
now. Hopefully before 5 years, but you know,
Mhm.
put that in the 5-year plan.
Oh, that's definitely
Some
gonna
of
be
that salmon that y'all didn't give me, yo.
What part of DR are you
Oh, we got you that
Santiago. Santiago in the Dominican
Santiago.
Republic. Yeah, Santiago.
Oh, sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that.
I'm supposed to be
but
going to Samana. Samana.
Oh, Samana. I know
Yeah.
Samana.
It's really pretty.
So
But-
Santiago is 20 minutes from Puerto Plata.
Oh
Beautiful
yeah, Puerto Plata.
beaches. So
Mhm.
Puerto Plata, I've been trying to go
Yeah,
there too.
my one of my best friends is from Puerto Plata.
Oh,
so and
Yeah.
it's like the city. You know, you got the capital, which is like on the other side of the island, but then you got Santiago, has like all the monuments and a lot of tourist attractions. So it's a nice little city.
Okay. Is it Santo Domingo is the capital? No.
Santo Domingo is the capital. Yeah, that's like 3 hours away.
Okay.
mm.
Nice.
So I always like listening to people who travel, talk about traveling. It's like, yeah, you know, just that place over there. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Gotta go somewhere.
I don't travel. I did the most traveling last year, believe it or not.
Oh
Yeah.
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 I'm going
Like, I've only gone to the Dominican Republic, I went to Puerto Rico when I was a little girl. I think I was 8. But last year I also went to Dominican Republic and Mexico. So 2 different countries in 1 year. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Mind blowing to me. You lucky if I go down to Rittenhouse Square, y'all.
Yeah,
But
I want to.
I guess people like travel. I be like, if you love to travel, go travel. You got to do what fits you and makes you happy. That's what I say.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go to Greece and Malta this year, and hopefully DR too.
Nice.
So I'm trying to see. I'm gonna try to see. But Aaron, well, one day, Aaron, we're gonna go to Vegas. We're gonna have a good time.
Vegas,
Yeah,
Vegas is Spain. Yo,
Vegas is
oh,
thing.
look,
you'll like
I want to
Spain
learn
too.
some Spanish and go to Spain. That's what I
That's
was
right.
like.
You don't
That's
need
what
to
we're
know
supposed to do that
Spanish
in
to
our
go to
50. We're
Spain.
supposed to do that when we turn 50.
I know
But
you don't, but I want to learn Spanish to go to
yeah,
Spain.
Yes,
There
that was
was
our
a lot more
main
people that
thing.
spoke English when I was there last time.
For real. Look, I want to go to Spain,
I
but I
can
want to
teach
go
you
to
Spanish
Spain too. I want to go where they only speak Spanish.
Carmen said she'll teach you some Spanish.
You gonna teach me some foul shit? Get me to put it in the officers.
You just need to know the basics.
Yeah, but that's what we supposed to do for our 50th birthday. Learn Spanish to go to Spain. I remember I got in my car accident. We weren't going anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saved money. It's all good. All right, Carmen. What's up, Carmen? What's your 5-year plan? What you got, baby?
So my 5-year plan was a little altered, but it's okay. So I'm gonna beat this cancer,
There you go.
and then I'm gonna go get myself my home, God willing, and I'm gonna continue to travel. And I would like to do something's always been in my heart, and I've always done it before, but I'd like to go back to it, get back to the community, volunteer some more, and get back to the community in Philadelphia.
Okay.
I would like to do if I could, a missionary trip. And I would like to do one missionary trip. I don't know where, but I would like to. That's
you mean like a church missionary kind of thing?
Not necessarily, possibly through a church, but if there's some, because I've heard my daughter did one in Africa, but my own island needs help, and I know that. So I would like to be connected with somebody that works in Puerto Rico and help out over there.
I'm sure that won't be hard to find because they in desperate need. A lot of people, I see a lot of people like donate to Puerto Rico and all that kind of stuff. So I don't think you'll have a hard time finding a place to go and give a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's my 5-year plan.
That's what's up. Does anybody else have anything else they want to speak on? It's only been a half hour, yo. We already went through our plans, yo, all of us, yo. But I'm gonna tell you, like, my plan is like a variety of things, right? I think a 5-year plan should never just be one particular goal. I think if you have a lot of things that you want in your life, you should put them in there. So I'm gonna, just talking about this tonight, I gotta learn Spanish, man. I gotta learn some, not Carmen's, not Puerto Rican.
I'll teach you Spanish.
You speak Spanish from the settlers.
Like, I'll teach you Spanish. It's okay. You'll be all right.
I'm a settler Spanish, yo. I want other colonizers, but they didn't colonize this for long. So just some guys that'll help me learn some proper white Spanish.
You want that Charles Perez Spanish, don't
Yeah,
you?
that's right. I want to be able to speak to noblemen if I have to, and not sound like I'm straight up from the hood. You know what I mean? They ain't got to know all that.
You have to get Rosetta Stone.
Yep.
Rosetta Stone.
Yeah. Or
Mhm.
Babbel. Babbel is a good one too, actually.
I got a couple of them. I think I got Babbel or something. I forget. But you know what? The thing is, I
They
always
also say what you should do too, man, is that while you're sleeping, if you got some headphones, play them in your headphones while you're sleeping. And you also learn Spanish that way too, as well.
Oh wow.
Because subconsciously you remember it, So when someone's speaking to you, like for instance, I was reading that you can learn things subconsciously while you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And so if someone says a word or something like that, it could trigger your memory and you remember what that subject is.
Is it possible
It's small.
to use
It's
this
small how
while
people
doing weed? Like, I figure could I smoke weed and learn Spanish? Nod off.
I was gonna say a great way also to learn is watch movies in Spanish with
Yeah.
English subtitles.
I was just about to say I was going to watch me some Spanish movies, smoking some weed with headphones on while I nod off. That's
But
exactly
have
what
like
I'm
the
gonna
English
do.
subtitles because they're translating it for you, but you're listening to it in Spanish.
Yeah,
And you hear how the words are
already do that.
pronounced.
I
And
already do that.
eventually, like I find when I watch movies in other languages with the subtitles, but after a while, I find I'm not reading and I'm starting to understand. And it's like the weirdest thing that happens. I don't know if that happens to other people. Like, especially like French movies. Like, there's a moment where I realize I'm not reading anymore because I'm actually understanding. Because I've already heard those words or those repetitions, or so it starts to sink in. That and listen to Spanish music. Find like the rhythm or the beat that you actually like, and then listen to it in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And
I
then
was
you'll want
thinking
to know what they're saying. That's how my
listen,
cousins learned how to speak English when they got here. In the Dominican Republic, they came back in the 90s. Didn't speak a lick of English. And within 6 months, they're singing all the words to all these rap songs. They have no idea what they're saying. They just like the music and the beat. But then they'll start looking up the meanings. And that's how they actually learned how to speak English.
listening to you, I was just thinking maybe I'll find a few Spanish movies that I like and just look at them over and over again until I can understand what they're saying, like in the movies.
Yeah.
You know, like talk with them. You know how we talk with our movies. We talk to say the words with the long with the because we know what's coming up because we've seen the movie so many times.
Yeah.
I feel that if I do that while I watch a few really hardcore Spanish movies, you know what I'm saying, that would probably help me out, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You'll start repeating
Uh-oh.
You're breaking up a little bit. You moved to left or right the wrong way. Oh, she's stuck. Look at her.
She froze.
Let's talk shit about her while she froze. Look at you, can't move. Oh, there she. I was just about to say some dumb shit, yo.
He said, I heard you the whole time. Go ahead, say some dumb shit while I'm frozen.
Wow.
You back now. Now I can't talk shit, yo.
You can say whatever you want. I'm a big girl.
It works if you're frozen, because then I can talk to the picture.
No, but yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, watching those movies to the point where you can repeat them over and over, you'll realize you do know how to speak some Spanish, and you'll pick up a lot of phrases.
I'm on it. I'm putting that in the 5-year plan.
There you go. I'm gonna put Greece on the 5-year plan. Greece. I always wanted to go to Greece. I love their food, Mediterranean food.
Yeah,
I'm actually going on a cruise in August. So I'll be hitting all the islands, and that's something I've never done. So checking that off the bucket list.
There you go.
Going on a cruise.
Oh, the cruises
are fun. If anyone ever wants to go to Alaska, let me know, because that's also on my bucket list.
Oh, mine too. I want to go see the Northern Lights.
Yeah, go to Alaska.
Yeah, I want to.
Nobody wants to go to Alaska, but I want to go to Alaska.
Oh, I want to go to Alaska too. That's on my bucket list. See the Northern Light.
What's up, Rob? Rob just
I just raised my hand because I want to go to Alaska. That's all.
Oh, come on, Rob. You can come with us.
Yeah, you come with us, Rob.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Well, now that y'all got Rob, I ain't got to go. Y'all can tell me with the pictures.
Yeah. See, that's what
Alaska ain't the. Hold on. what time of year is it good to go to Alaska? Because I ain't trying to go during the blizzard season and all that crazy stuff, yo.
The summer months is cold too. It's like 50 in the summer months.
Yeah, so
Like 50, 60 degrees in the summer months.
Well, I guess we're going in the summer, baby.
I don't know. I gotta go when the northern lights are there. When the northern lights.
Yeah, I want to go when the northern lights are there.
When
I
is that?
don't want to go when it's nighttime for
When
like
are
a
the
month.
northern lights there?
I don't know, because there's a time where it's always daytime there in Alaska.
Yeah.
It's never night.
Because you're in the mountains. That's why.
It's never night. So yeah, I think that's for like
it'd be 10 o'clock at night and the sun will be blaring out.
yeah, it never gets dark.
They got the 40 days and then they have the 40 nights too.
Yeah,
nighttime is never daytime for like over a month.
Yeah. Alaska is crazy. I don't know how them people live over there, but Alaska is crazy.
I want to go when it's always nighttime because the party ain't never going to stop, baby. It's only 12 noon, yo. The party go on. Look outside.
Yeah, we want to see, yo. Yeah,
your body clock gonna be all messed up when you get back home, boy. Your body clock gonna be done.
Hell yeah.
What the hell is all this sunlight?
Hell yeah. Well, another part of my 5-year plan is the hope that my weed joint doesn't make some money.
What? Your weed joint?
The weed stock make money. So I can
you ain't never lied, brother. I'm right with you on that. In 5 years, I should be a millionaire.
In 5 years, we be a millionaire. Oh my God, man! I hope that takes.
That's what I want. That's another 5-year goal, but I don't have nothing to do with that. That just has to happen.
Yeah, I hope that's when it happens, man. That'd be a great 5-year plan. And I guess I gotta finish. Well, another thing I gotta finish my second children's book. So I gotta finish that up. Once that's done, then I'll be good.
Now, I would like to know, Andre, is this a real 5-year plan, or is this just, I'm just talking.
It's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, I hope it's good. I want to get my children's story, my second book out, within the 5 years. So I'm trying to get that done. No, for real though, I'm trying to get my second children's story book out. Hopefully by the end of this year. Hopefully.
So are you gonna do a 5-year plan or not, dog? Because you just throwing shit up. This is what would be in my 5-year plan if I
It's definitely get done. It's definitely gonna get done in a 5-year plan. You know what I mean? I just don't know if it's gonna be this year or next year. The children's book, the second one. So I got the story down. I just gotta get the illustration down and
all right.
Yeah, the story's done.
So Don can do your illustration because he draws. There you go. $200 a page.
Nah, but Don don't do background. That's what I need. So
yeah, I don't do background. I don't do
background. So that's what I needed. Because I was gonna do my first one, but he couldn't do the background. So yeah. So the second one, I already got someone to do it now. I got 2 people. The one can't do it. I got another person to do it too. So yeah. So they do the background and everything. Matter of fact, it's Aaron, Sherry's son. He can, the one that does the tattoos. Yeah, he can draw.
You even have a book for a background. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm?
You even have a book written out for a background.
Yeah, I got the story and everything done. So usually what I do
when
is
he says background, he mean like forest and things
no,
like
that. I know what it means, but I'm saying, do you have a book written yet? That's what I'm asking.
Oh yeah, the story is written already, bud.
The story's written already. All right. So actually, the only thing you got to do is hire people.
Hire an illustrator to get it done, and then get the book made. That's it. That's all I got to do.
But so who basically, knows if that'll ever happen, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna happen. But the first thing I got to do is just get the illustration done. So usually I just draw the stick figures and everything, and the little deer, the trees, or whatever, and how everything. And it works out great that way because they get an idea exactly what I want. And I give them a part of the story so they can see exactly what needs to be done. So, you know what I mean? So that's good. So I'm gonna take our little picture when we was like 6, and that's gonna be the faces of us in the story book. And so we'll be the little kids in the story like that. And then, but I'm gonna have I have the front cover, what I wanted to be in the back. And the front cover, because I got a white, black, Latino, Native American, and Asian. in the story. So I want them all like
That's like
learn
a
a story.
bad joke.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right? But it's
And they all walk
pretty
into
good.
a bar.
Yeah, and get ran over by a truck. This is why you don't walk in the bars as children. End of story.
How you get ran over by a truck while in the okay. I'll just see when the book come out, yo. I'll just
yeah, and, but that's part of how you plan that joint right there. So we'll see. You know what I mean? But it's gonna get done. They just gotta get the illustrator and get that done. So we'll see how that go.
You actually got to actually do it.
Yeah, I got to do it. So that's the
Gotta
plan.
put deadlines.
Yeah.
See, that's what I need to do. You know, I'll be procrastinating a lot, so I gotta get stuff done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you are, dog. I know. That's why I'm messing with you, dog.
I know
If
you
I
are.
pick on you, you actually do something. If I pick long enough.
Yeah, I gotta do something.
You know, if I say, wow, that book, man, that was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of it? What's the title, Andre?
Oh man, yeah.
Andre, how did you get started with the children's book?
I just one day I just said, you know what I mean? I really wanted to write one for my daughter when she was young.
Tell the truth. He got started from me, woman.
Huh? What?
He got started from me. I had wrote a book
about something about Joey, right? A song for
Flag
Joey,
for
right?
Joey. And then I told him about a book that I might write, and he was like, "That's good," and then he wrote it. So he.
I said that's good because when Aaron did that, because I was always talking about I was going to do the book, I never did it because I procrastinated as usual. Then Aaron showed me his book. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get it done for my daughter. Didn't get it done for Jasmine. You know, it took longer. You know what I mean? Doing everything. Then when my grandson was born, I was like, I'm gonna definitely get it done now. So, because you know, I was working in the military and doing side work. I was doing a lot back then. So I said I was gonna. Then I got it done. Now I went through a publishing company. Don't care for them though. It was Ex Libris. I didn't really care for them because they didn't draw the stuff like I wanted, and they didn't do some things. They did some things right, but as I learned more stuff, I'm like, I'm never go back to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never go back to them. Like you learn more stuff as you write the book, but like one thing, like what I learned was what was that? It was another group under, I think they're under Amazon. It was called Createspace. It's called createspace.com. And if you don't need, like for me, for the children's book, I like my pictures glossy for the kids. You know what I mean? But if you don't need that, if you're just writing a regular story, you can go on createspace.com. Like it don't cost you any amount of money to make the book. So you write your story, have someone read it, make sure your spelling is right, your grammar is right, because they don't do that part. So you get that, and then what you do, you make a front cover and a back cover, and or they even have some back covers you can even choose from. I say get your own done, and then after that, they'll put the book together, they'll send it out to people and everything. Say if your book costs $15, right? They'll take $9 out of it, and you don't have to do nothing. They make the book and send the book to everybody, and if it's $15, you get like $6 out of it.
What's the name of it?
Is create, like you're creating something, like outer space, createspace.com. They was a subsidiary of Amazon at one time. I don't know if they're still around, but I know that's what I got my coloring books from. I went to them and did the coloring books. But the thing is too, you can buy,
You created a coloring book?
Yeah, I got a regular book, a coloring book, and I got my books in Spanish too. Because I had someone put them in Spanish for me.
I want to do a children's book, but I want to do it based on
cousin.
Now I wanted to do one for Tristan because he's gone through all these different phases where he wanted to be an astronaut or he wanted to do that, and I think that would be cool to have a book with all of his like phases of like what he wanted to do. I mean, and ultimately he's about to graduate now, and it's been marine biology for the past 10 years. But for up to that point, it's like I want to do this. I want to do
It's
it.
everything when they're small. You'll never know what they want until they get older enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And you can do a book like that, and you can do it like if you don't need the pictures glossy like I needed to for the children's book, then you can just have a regular book, and it's cheap. They were cheap to be
I don't
made.
even know how to start. Like, I don't know what to say
You
on
know what you
page.
do? Like I tell everybody, just start writing. Just start writing. Like if I have an idea, I can pretty much write my story in about maybe 20 minutes, half hour. If I got the idea, I'll just keep on writing. And then if you don't, and then put it down, and then come back to it later. You might want to add more stuff to it. You know what I mean? Change a few things, stuff like. But you just got to start. That's all you got to do. Just start. And as new ideas come to you, you'll come back to it. You'll start writing more stuff down and stuff like that. And what you need to do is have like, if you're one of those people that come up with an idea but you'll forget it real quick, then get a recorder on your phone. Hit the recorder, say what you need to do, boom, 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 like that. So, and then, but the main thing you have to do as a writer is just start writing. Like you might start the thing, and then halfway through you go, oh, I got a better idea. You change the whole thing around, do that, and that's what you'll do. So, but you gotta start writing it down. That's the main thing. Yep, and then that's it. And and when you're done, get a copy written. Before you show anybody your book, tell anybody about it, you got to get a copy written first, your story, because anybody can just fake it. Don't show nobody your story. Don't have nobody show it. You finish writing it, and you get a copy written. That's the first thing you do. Yeah. So, because I have 3 stories done, I'm working on the second one now. So, yeah. So I'm trying to work on a 4th one. And so the first one's about Native Americans. The second one's going to be about bad games. Third one's about best friends and being different. The 4th one I want to make about education. That's going to be like, I think I'm going to make that one like an Egyptian drawing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got all these ideas go through my head, but when I start doing it, I just start writing, and then after a while, they might come back and change this or change that, and then I just might ask it. Oh, I got a whole new part that I want to put into the story, and I just write a whole new thing that I'm adding to the story. So you can do that over like 6 months. Just write it, and then when you think you got it perfect, that's it. Now, some people want to tell you, no, I don't like that. I think you should change this. No, don't do that. Keep to yourself. Because one person told me about my first book that I needed to take this out. Because my first book, a bear gets killed. You know what I mean? Oh, children don't need that. I think that's the worst thing.
That's a part of life.
And that was the best part. Most of the kids love that part. So, like, if I listen to them, that's like one of the best things they remember about the book. So, you don't want to be taking stuff out. You just keep it. You know what I mean? I'm like, because
an audio book.
You can make it. And another thing, you can make an audio book. You can make it like a, you know what I mean? You can do that too. You can make it paperback and audio. You know what I mean? So you can do all that stuff. You know, mine's not an audio yet. I think I should do that, but I haven't. But I had some ideas that I wanted to do, you know what I mean, with the book that I just never got around to doing. Now I should probably do it now because I ain't working no more. But what I wanted to do too was make an audio book where your parents could actually read it to you. Like, you know how you always read your book to your child? Like your parents can just read it and it records them reading it. So like say if you're not there and they're visiting your cousin's house and they want some, they can hear you, or even if you pass away, they can still hear your voice reading to them from the book, the audio book.
Yeah,
that was an idea I had.
Jasmine, out the kitchen. Girl, I'm sorry. She
So,
smell the food, so she was.
well, yeah, the animals coming.
Was that a doggy?
Animals coming. Yeah, but
she's trying to be good now.
yeah.
Was it a dog or cat? What is?
It's a dog.
I don't see her.
Being all patient and kind. Yeah, but that's what you gotta do, Tia. So,
Be on camera.
Right. Just start writing your story now. Just start writing. That's all you gotta do. You'll figure out stuff later on. And you can make it to an audio book. You know what I mean? Some people don't want paperbacks all the time no more. So some people just want the audio. So they put it in their, you know, their little tablet, and that's it. But that's what you can do. And there's some places I think called, I can't remember the site. I gotta talk to Eric again, you know, our boy Jason. But there's a site where people will do illustrations for you. People will do will or make the audio book for you. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go back to that, find a person who can do what I want and get it done. And I can
Well, I
make it.
can talk to Don.
Oh yeah, we audio book. Yeah, that's true. Them get it done. But you also want to get your own website.
Yeah.
So you can sell your own books. And that way you can sign them and send them to people, put all your stuff in there. Because I have my own website and everything. So that's what you want to do.
What's your website? Drop the link in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say send the link to your website.
Oh, I don't even know how to type. I don't know how to type in this thing.
All right, well, tell it. Say it out loud. I was like, look it up.
It's www. Mother Tree. Mother Tree. Oh wait a minute, that's the email. Because I always get the email on the website messed up. That's Mother Tree.
Don't you have a phone on you, Andre? Don't you have a phone?
Yes, wait a minute. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. All right. Wait a minute. Yeah, here we go. It's mothertree.webs.com.
What?
Web, WEBS.com.
That's the one on the computer, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can just look it up right now. So it's mothertree.webs.webs.com.
Wait a minute. It says the site expired.
I gotta redo it. They transferred over to.
But I can see
somebody else. Yeah.
So you got a whole lot to do right now. You got to update your website. You got a whole lot of 5-year plan stuff to do right today, y'all. I'm glad we had this show so you can see just how horrible your 5-year plan is right now. So you can fix it and have a future, man. Have a future.
Yeah, I gotta do that, yo. For real.
No, but listen, y'all, we're at the hour, right? We're at the hour. If anybody want to say anything else about the 5-year plan, or if they have anything else they want to share, this is the time. You know what I mean? So anybody got anything to say?
I'm gonna say give yourself, like you said, short-term goals. By such and such a date, you'll have this done. And then on to the next step, you'll have that done by this date, so on and so forth. Because, 5 years could be a short amount of time, it could be a long amount of time, but give yourself goals, when you're going to have this done in 6 months, you're going to have this done in 9 months, you're going to have this done in a year. And you take it one step at a time so you don't get overwhelmed. And as you check it off your box, you'll see that you'll achieve that a lot sooner. I learned that late in life. I wish I would have done this a lot sooner, but
right.
Started setting myself these goals and guidelines. It's gives me something to look forward to as well.
Right. Well, I'm glad I looked it up. Glad I said something because I looked it up my website last month and it was fine. So I guess my thing is up this month. So yeah.
That's the beauty of this cast, right? The beauty of this podcast is when you say shit, now you gotta make sure you're doing that, yo.
Gotta commit.
Right.
We have to be accountability partners.
Yeah, there you go. Because I'm be asking.
We know.
I'm gonna get it done tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna get it done. Make sure everything's done.
Because let's face it. For real. Some of the times, a lot of our dreams and the things we want, a lot of times we neglect because we got other things going on. We got real life going on. You know what I'm saying? Take your own hopes and goals and all that. Sometimes it goes on the back burner, and that's where the 5-year plan come in because. And like Irene said, the best way to do it for me is to always do something short. Like, by this time I want to be this far. By this time I want to be that. But for me, I don't do the by this time. I actually, I actually start it. I actually start the action. You know what I'm saying? And then I decide how long it should take me. Because if you don't start the action, then it's just in the air. It's just not don't mean nothing. It's just talk. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing now, man. I'm practicing my guitar now. Soon I'll be on my piano practicing, man, and soon I'll be recording again, and I hope to be doing that within the next 3 months. You know what I mean? Recording. I want to be recording within the next 3 months.
That's cool.
You know, and I'm gonna throw
You
something
should
on
play
the
us
pad,
out
yo.
with some guitar. You should end the episode with a little guitar playing.
Oh no, we're not doing that. I'm getting the goods for free,
No,
y'all.
you should totally
You
do
just
that.
gotta start. Isn't it? You
should have,
said
like,
you
the
just gotta start.
Talent night.
All right,
That's
we'll
right.
see. We'll see. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll start trying to get some recordings together, and maybe I'll implement it in like this show or something. I'll figure something out. You know
You
what I
gotta
mean?
play us out with some music.
Yeah, you know what I want to do? I really want to do a talent show. I want to have a talent show. I talked to Don about it. I was like, if I can get enough people to come on to the talent show and like do a talent, you know, whether it's I don't care if you record yourself doing it, well, whatever you want to do. If you want to just, you know, dance or something, I don't care. You know what I mean? Whatever your talent is, you don't have to be no superstar. Just sharing a little piece of yourself. You know, I play guitar.
I'll run in place.
You run in place?
Or maybe, you know what? One of my goals is to get a yoga certification. So maybe I can do a.
That's right. I'm down for that.
My phone. Okay, somebody was calling me. But
That's
yeah.
all right. That's all right. We knew what you were saying. I
don't have a talent.
No, yes, you do. What, are you crazy?
You're a parent.
First of all, you're Tia Clemens. That's a talent right there, girl. Ain't too many of those walking around.
That's right.
You're already one up. I'm sure if you think long enough, you'll know you have a talent. You'll know.
I don't know about that one, but I tell you, I can practice some yoga with you all.
I don't care. If you want to do a yoga class and watch all these fools fall around.
I can do some yoga.
I can try.
Listen, believe it or not, I do some yoga, but I do some yoga. SOME, yo.
Gotta start somewhere.
I have one move. The sun salutation. That's what I do.
Sunrise salutation.
Yep.
What? No downward dog.
Well, it's some of that in there, but not quite. No downward. I don't need to know how to downward a dog, yo. I don't. No, but I know what you're talking about. No downward dog. No little. I learned yoga off of this one lady. I don't have her around me real quick. She's over there. I don't feel like getting up. But anyway, she taught me a lot about yoga for the inflexible people. And you can use a chair and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I learned that one mode, and then a lot of my aches and pains went away. I was like, I'm good. I did everything I need to do, yo. So, you know, I know there's a lot more, but I didn't join yoga to learn yoga. I joined yoga to stop hurting. I just wanted to stop hurting. That's all I wanted to do.
And it does help with like range of motion too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
you know what?
Blood flow.
My blood flow. I had a circulation problem. It was going when I was doing yoga. You know what I'm saying? It's still going. I'm not even doing yoga there right now, but I will be doing yoga because I really need to stretch and really, you know, to get out here and start exercising and live. You know what I'm saying? Live. You know what I mean? But does anyone have anything else they want to speak about? Because we are at the hour, baby.
No, I'm good.
Thanks for sending the text reminders all the time. I try to get on when I can.
No problem. You know, I'm glad. When I saw you, I said, Tia's here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, my cousin's here. I ain't see her.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I love it when people break in and just all of a sudden be a part of. That's all I love. I love that. And I like that we provide a place for you to come to just to spend a little time. You know what I mean? So this is working, and I'm grateful for all you. I love y'all. You know, I'm gonna wave you out. Everybody wave each other out so we can see each other next time we see each other on the happy, moment. And peace out. God bless you. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next time.
Everybody be good.
Good night, guys.
All right.